What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little review on Harbor Freight's Central Pneumatic stapler and brad nailer, and I'm going to be making a little wall shelf for my tools. Stay tuned. I picked this thing up at Harbor Freight the other day. I've actually got a few projects that I want to do with it. I thought it was really cool that it's a brad nailer and a narrow crown stapler. So yeah, I've actually got projects for both of those things. I already threw the box away, but this is how it comes. Straight out of the box, you get the nail gun and then a couple of Allen wrenches, and then I picked up some staples and brad nails separately. So using this thing is pretty straightforward. Just pop this little lever, your slide will come down, and then if you're using staples, it will actually hook underneath on the back there, just like that. And then if you're using your brad nails, they will just slide in there just like that, and then you pop your clip up. I've actually been working on this already, so I have all of my measurements laid out. This may not make sense right now, but it should once it's put together. But right here is going to be my back piece. This is what will attach to the wall. These two pieces are what will go on the sides of this. These right here, there'll be 5 of these little slots. This is what will separate the little areas for my drills and guns to go into. Down here are going to be the little ledges. This is what they will actually perch on. So these will attach to these right here. And then I've got 2 of these little outer pieces. These will be ledges for the 2 side pieces. And then I have a middle and top piece that will be for shelving. With these measurements for mine, I did make my middle shelf a little bit longer than my top shelf here because I knew where I was putting it on the wall already, and I knew I was going to be able to reach the middle shelf a little bit better, so I wanted a little bit more room there. But you can absolutely make these the exact same size, you know, bigger, smaller. I'm going to be using 1/2-inch plywood to make this. If you are going to be making one of these your own and you're using my measurements, you will have to use 1/2-inch plywood because that is taken into account for some of these pieces. But I'm going to get everything measured and traced out.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
I finished up measuring and tracing all of my pieces onto the board. So as you can see here, what I do, I like to label everything in the center, and then I write my measurements on either side. That way I know everything that I'm gonna have to cut, and then pieces like this right here and this right here I know are scrap. Now I'm just gonna take everything to the backyard and get it all cut out. I finished cutting out all of my pieces, and then I've got them all laid out just like I drew them on my diagram there. So I have to attach these in a specific order. So what I'm going to do first is get the ledges here attached to these slots, and then I'll get these 2 small ledges attached to the side pieces. And then from there, I will attach the slots and the side pieces to my middle piece. Then I will put my top piece on, and then I will connect everything to the back piece and get it on the wall. Before I get started putting everything together, I did want to go over the gun just a little bit. So one thing to note is this is an oil lubed gun, so it does have to have oil. What I do is usually put about 5 to 10 drops of oil in the bottom down here before I use it every single time. Another thing to keep in mind is the size of brad nails that you're going to be using. So like I said, I am using 1/2-inch plywood here, and I went with 1-inch brad nails. So this is going to be a perfect size. The last thing to consider is the PSI that you're running through your hose. So this gun has a max pressure of 120 PSI. What I usually do is just set my PSI around 30 and do a test fire. And then I just increase my pressure from there until I like what penetration I have. For this project, I have my PSI set at 50. This seems to be perfect for this. So I've already done a couple of test fires here. So you can see right there, it sits right at the top. And there's another one right there. So I'll do one more just to kind of show you here. Just sit it right there. Fire it in. And then you can see it sits right there at the top. So that's perfect.
It sound right, boys.
I've got all the pieces put together with brad nails. This thing went together super easy and it came out great. I cannot wait to get this thing on the wall, but I am going to stain it, so I'm not going to put it on the wall just yet. Here is the stain that I picked up. I got it at Lowe's. The color is True Black and it is a semi-transparent color, so it won't just be a solid black color. You should still be able to see a little bit of the wood grain through it, so I think this is going to look really good. I just finished staining everything. The color turned out awesome. I love how dark it is. That way it kind of blends in with the wall back there. But I'm gonna get a couple of holes drilled and then I will get it mounted on the wall up there. I've got the shelf hung and I've got all my tools on here already. So my drills, I probably won't keep on here. I use these a lot. So I have a little bag that I carry those around in, but I've got these on here and then I've got a few extra slots for tools in the future and then some extra space right in here and then up top as well for things that I can add on there. But yeah, I'm really excited. This thing turned out really, really nice. As far as the nailer goes, this thing is awesome. 30 bucks, you really can't beat it. And you know, for small projects like this, it is absolutely awesome. So I may try to include videos of the other projects that I have with this thing, but they're very, very small, so we'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I will catch you next time.